They grew up in the Hollywood spotlight and then shattered expectations. In Hollywood, fame often shines brightest on their parents' shoulders. But many children of celebrities have entered the spotlight with their own stories. Stories of courage, change, and truth. Some came out as gay during a difficult time of limited acceptance, yet they grew up to become powerful voices for love and honesty. Today, let's take a look at how these famous children have transformed from their childhood days to the inspirational figures they are today. In 2025, brave, unapologetic, and living proof that love always wins. Zaya Wade, daughter of NBA legend Dwyane Wade and acclaimed actress Gabrielle Union, has become a shining symbol of courage, authenticity, and the power of unconditional love. When Zaya came out as transgender in 2020, it was a defining moment, not just for her family, but for the millions of people around the world who have followed their journey. Instead of reacting with hesitation, Dwyane and Gabrielle embraced their daughter's truth with open arms. They chose love and acceptance from the start, standing proudly by her side. Beyond their family, they've become strong advocates for transgender youth, using their voices to educate, uplift, and inspire understanding nationwide. Their message is simple, yet powerful. A parent's role is not to decide who their child should be, it's to guide them to live their most authentic life. At the NAACP Image Awards, Dwyane Wade paid heartfelt tribute to Zaya, touching the hearts of all America. "My role," he said, "is to be the person who gives you hope, who helps you make your dreams come true. You make me a better person just by being you." His words resonated everywhere, reminding every parent that true love means unconditional acceptance. The Wade Union family's openness has sparked important conversations in families across the country, encouraging both parents and grandparents to rethink how they talk about gender identity and self-expression. Their unwavering support for Zaya illustrates how one family's love can radiate outward, creating change that impacts an entire culture. Through Zaya's courage and the family's public advocacy, they have inspired countless others to lead with empathy, compassion, and understanding. Their story is proof that when parents proudly stand by their children, they not only help them thrive, but they also help shape a world where love always triumphs over fear. Legendary country music icon Billy Ray Cyrus, best known for his timeless hit Achy Breaky Heart, has spent decades proving one thing above all else: a parent's love knows no bounds. His unwavering support for his daughter, Miley Cyrus, has become a shining symbol of true acceptance, showing that family love can resonate and touch the world. Miley, a global superstar with a career spanning music, film, and television, has never been shy about standing up for who she is. From her earliest days of fame, she has used her voice to fight for equality and LGBTQ+ rights. And throughout that journey, her father has been by her side, not only quietly supporting her behind the scenes, but also proudly standing by her side in public. In 2016, as heated debates over anti-LGBTQ+ laws raged in states like Mississippi and North Carolina, Billy Ray spoke out. He spoke out against discrimination, making it clear that the issues were personal, not just because of Miley's support, but because silence in the face of injustice was, to him, unthinkable. "If I didn't speak up," he said, "I would have failed as a father and as a human being." What made Billy Ray's advocacy so powerful was its sincerity. There was no showiness, no pretense, just love, respect, and a deep belief in doing the right thing. He proved that being a parent isn't about controlling. It's about standing by your children, especially when the world is challenging them the most. For many parents and grandparents watching their families grow and change, Billy Ray's example is a powerful reminder that acceptance begins at home. His relationship with Miley proves that when love leads, understanding follows, and together they have inspired a generation to believe in compassion rather than judgment. Billy Ray Cyrus' journey with his daughter is more than just a family story. It's a testament to the enduring power of unconditional love. It reminds us that when families choose acceptance over fear and authenticity over appearances, they not only strengthen their own relationships, but they also help build a better, more inclusive world. Rumer Willis, daughter of Hollywood icons Bruce Willis and Demi Moore, has spent years proving that she is more than just a famous surname. With stellar performances in films like The House Bunny, a recurring role on the hit TV series Empire, and a huge win on Dancing with the Stars, Rumer has built a solid career based on talent, determination, and individuality. But her story goes deeper than her accomplishments on stage or screen. Rumer's journey is also one of self-discovery, a journey of identity, love, and acceptance. Growing up in the spotlight of fame, Rumer faced challenges few could have imagined. Living in the shadow of two of Hollywood's biggest stars meant dealing with constant comparisons and sky-high expectations. However, instead of letting that pressure define her, Rumer chose to assert herself. She embraced her individuality, stepping into her own light with honesty and courage. In a candid conversation on the ID10T podcast with Chris Hardwick, Rumer opened up about her relationships with women. This story was not written as a headline or an official announcement, but simply as part of her journey toward authenticity. Her openness resonated deeply with fans, showing that identity is not about labels, it's about being authentic. What makes Rumer's story especially touching is the unwavering love that surrounds her. Bruce, Demi, and her siblings have stood by her side with pride and compassion, supporting her unconditionally every step of the way. That foundation of love has played a key role in helping her navigate both Hollywood scrutiny and the freedom to embrace her identity as a member of the LGBTQ+ community. By sharing her story with honesty and grace, Rumer has become a quiet pioneer, one who uses her voice to remind others that self-acceptance is not only brave, but beautiful. Her openness has helped spark conversations about identity, love, and what it truly means to live authentically. For many, especially older generations, Rumer's journey serves as a touching reminder that everyone's path is unique, and that family support can make the difference between simply surviving and truly thriving. Through courage and the love of her family, Rumer Willis shows that accepting your true self is not only a personal victory, but also an act of empowerment that can inspire others to do the same. Academy Award-winning actress Charlize Theron, acclaimed for her unforgettable roles in Mad Max: Fury Road and Monster, is not only one of Hollywood's most powerful women on screen, but also a devoted mother of it. Her unwavering love and support for her transgender daughter has made Theron a shining example of what it means to lead with compassion in a world that doesn't always understand. Charlize shares openly and courageously about her daughter's journey, a story that began when she was just 3 or 4 years old. In a tender moment that changed both of their lives, her little girl looked up and said she wasn't the boy everyone thought she was. Charlize didn't respond with confusion or denial. She responded as a mother, with love, instinctive protectiveness, and a deep desire to listen. She understood that her job was not to shape her daughter's identity, but to guide her to discover it for herself. When her daughter was 7, Charlize chose to publicly acknowledge her truth, not for fame, but as an act of love and support. She wanted to show that every child deserves to grow up in a home filled with safety, acceptance, and freedom from judgment. Theron has often spoken about the profound responsibility of parenting, that it's not about control, but about creating a foundation built on empathy and understanding. For her, it's every parent's job to ensure their children know they're loved exactly as they are. Her approach to motherhood reflects her broader belief in human dignity and the right of each person to be their true self. For many families, especially those of older generations, Charlize's story is a beacon of light, proof that love and openness can bridge even the widest gaps. Her courage as a mother reminds us that acceptance begins at home. Charlize Theron's path to motherhood is more than personal. It's a call to compassion. By choosing love over judgment, she empowers her children to live authentically, inspiring families everywhere to do the same and spreading a lasting message of empathy and unconditional love. Love. Chaz Bono, the only child of legendary entertainers Cher and Sonny Bono, has become a trailblazer in the LGBTQ+ community thanks to his courageous and public transition journey. Born into the spotlight, Chaz's early years were scrutinized by the media, making his journey of self-discovery all the more challenging. Chaz initially identified as a lesbian, but struggled for years with his gender identity, feeling like something wasn't quite right with who he was. In 2008, after much reflection and soul-searching, Chaz realized he was a transgender man. This decision marked a profound turning point, not only in his life, but also in the broader cultural conversation about transgender experiences. His transition was documented in the 2011 film Becoming Chaz, an honest and unfiltered look at both the physical and mental challenges he faced. Through this documentary, audiences witnessed Chaz's vulnerability, strength, and unwavering commitment to living authentically. In addition to the film, Chaz is a strong advocate for transgender rights, using his platform to educate and inspire. He has documented his personal journey in his books, Family Outing and Transition, The Story of How I Became a Man, which provide insight into the complexities of gender identity and the importance of self-acceptance. His openness has provided hope and guidance to countless individuals facing similar struggles. One of the most heartwarming aspects of Chaz's story is the transformation of his mother, Cher. Though she initially struggled to understand her son's transition, Cher's love for Chaz eventually overcame her confusion and fear. Over time, she became one of his most ardent supporters, publicly standing by him and advocating for LGBTQ+ rights, serving as a powerful example for other families going through similar journeys. Chaz Bono's journey is more than just a personal transformation. It is a testament to courage, authenticity, and the life-changing power of unconditional love. His presence has broken down barriers and inspired many to accept themselves for who they are, showing the world that acceptance, both personal and public, can lead to profound cultural change. Sarah Sutherland, daughter of acclaimed actor Kiefer Sutherland and granddaughter of screen legend Donald Sutherland, is making her mark in Hollywood. Best known for her brilliant portrayal of Catherine Meyer in HBO's political satire Veep, Sarah has earned rave reviews for her sharp wit and nuanced performance. While growing up in a prominent family has its challenges, Sarah's success is a testament to her dedication, talent, and determination to be recognized for her accomplishments. But Sarah's journey has been defined by more than just her acting career. In an industry where authentic representation of diverse identities is often lacking, Sarah made the incredibly personal and courageous decision to come out in a heartfelt Instagram post. She shared her truth, adding her voice to the ongoing conversation about LGBTQ+ acceptance and visibility. Her announcement resonated with fans and colleagues, emphasizing the importance of representation at every level of the entertainment industry. Sarah's decision to come out wasn't about sensational headlines or attention. It was about embracing her identity and encouraging others to do the same. Especially in an industry where public image is often so carefully crafted, the response was overwhelmingly supportive. Family, friends, and fans rallied behind Sarah, praising her honesty and courage. Kiefer Sutherland, known for his formidable on-screen presence, expressed his deep pride and love for his daughter, reinforcing the importance of unconditional support for anyone who chooses to come out. Sarah Sutherland's story is one of quiet courage and authenticity. She embodies a new generation of Hollywood talent that values truth over image, using her platform to promote acceptance within and beyond the industry. Her journey reflects today's cultural shift, where being true to yourself matters most. Through her example, Sarah shows that authenticity and family support can inspire others to live openly and proudly, free from public expectation. Elliot Page, a global awakening. In December 2020, Elliot Page made headlines around the world when he shared a heartfelt letter on social media, announcing his trans identity. Known to many as Ellen Page, the beloved star of films like Juno and Inception, Elliot's announcement wasn't just a personal moment of courage. It became a global turning point. His story sparked conversations about gender identity in households, communities, and media outlets from the United States to Ireland, reaching people who had never considered such topics before. Elliot's transition marked a milestone for the visibility of trans and non-binary people in mainstream culture. By openly sharing his journey, Elliot has given visibility and a voice to a community that is often marginalized and misunderstood. His heartfelt message has resonated deeply with fans, fellow actors, and members of the public, many of whom have publicly expressed their admiration and support. The response has been overwhelming, proving how important love and acceptance are in anyone's journey of self-discovery. For generations past, Elliot's story has also opened the door to new understandings. Conversations about gender identity, once whispered or avoided, have begun to emerge around family dinner tables and in community centers. His courage has helped many parents and grandparents realize the importance of accepting their loved ones for who they are. His resilience shows that being authentic, even in the face of fear or misunderstanding, can lead to a life filled with genuine support and connection. He has become a symbol of how personal truth can inspire social change. By choosing to live openly and authentically, Elliot Page not only changed his own life, he helped change the world's perspective. His courage serves as a reminder that accepting your true self is a powerful act of courage, one that can radiate outward, encouraging others to do the same. Stephen Ira, the son of acclaimed actress Annette Bening and actor Warren Beatty, has emerged as an influential voice in the LGBTQ+ community. While Stephen has made his mark through his poetry and activism, his journey has also profoundly shaped his mother's life, making Annette Bening one of Hollywood's most passionate advocates for transgender rights and acceptance. Annette Bening, acclaimed for her stellar performances in films like American Beauty and The Kids Are All Right, has often spoken about how Stephen's courage inspired her to be more open about LGBTQ+ issues. For Bening, motherhood means providing unwavering love and support, especially when her child is on a path that requires strength, honesty, and resilience. Stephen, a talented writer and poet, has had his work published in the Paris Review, one of the literary world's leading journals. Annette often speaks with pride about her son, calling him intelligent, thoughtful, and creative, She deeply admires his voice and the insight he brings to discussions on gender identity. Benning has used her platform to promote empathy and understanding, believing that having a transgender family member can open us up to experiences we might otherwise not understand. She emphasizes that listening, learning, and loving are the most important roles a parent can play. Her openness has helped foster dialogue among those who may be less familiar with transgender issues, especially among older generations. Stephen's journey, along with Annette's unwavering support, is a prime example of how family acceptance can foster greater compassion in society. Their story illustrates that love, when combined with support, can create lasting change, not only in personal relationships, but also in how communities view and embrace diversity. Annette Benning's devotion to her son and commitment to raising awareness is a beacon of hope for countless families, demonstrating that understanding begins at home and can radiate outward to touch the world. Jaden Smith, son of Hollywood power couple Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, has forged a unique path in the entertainment world, combining acting, music, and entrepreneurship with a strong commitment to self-expression. Despite being born into the spotlight, Jaden has always defied expectations, choosing to develop his own individuality rather than conform to Hollywood norms. From a young age, Jaden has demonstrated a creative and independent spirit, whether through his eclectic fashion style, which often blurs traditional gender lines, or his groundbreaking musical projects. Jaden has always used his platform to challenge societal expectations. His boldness reached new heights when he publicly expressed his affection for fellow artist Tyler, the Creator, during a live performance. The moment captured the world's attention, not just for its shock value, but also for Jaden's unflinching honesty in an industry that often pressures young stars to conform. What really makes Jaden's story remarkable is the unwavering support he received from his parents. Will and Jada have long emphasized the importance of allowing their children to explore and express their true selves. Rather than imposing rigid expectations, they created an environment of open, creative, and emotionally free dialogue. This approach to parenting has been fundamental to Jaden's ability to thrive both personally and professionally. Jaden Smith's journey is more than just a celebrity story. It's a powerful reminder that being authentic takes courage, but with the support of family, it can be a path to happiness and self-fulfillment. His life encourages people to embrace their own identities, demonstrating that acceptance within the family lays the foundation for confidence in the wider world. And that's the beauty of Jaden's story. It's not about fame or fashion or even rebellion. It's about freedom. The freedom to be, to express, to redefine what it means to be authentic in an image-obsessed world. Jaden reminds us that self-expression is not a performance, it's a declaration of who we are beneath the noise. He's proof that when love and understanding start at home, they can radiate far beyond. The way Will and Jada raise their children has been a quiet revolution, one built on trust, honesty, and the belief that individuality is sacred. It's about raising children not with control, but with trust, a belief that authenticity will lead their children to where they want to go. Jaden's presence in today's culture represents something bigger than music, movies, or fashion. It's a call for a generation to live fearlessly, to challenge the molds society has created, and to replace judgment with curiosity. Through his art, his words, and his fearless openness, Jaden Smith has shown that being different is not a weakness, it's a strength. In a world that often rewards imitation, Jaden's authenticity is his superpower. His journey continues to remind us that courage and vulnerability can coexist, and that true confidence comes not from being accepted by everyone, but from accepting yourself first. Jamie Lee Curtis, beloved for her unforgettable roles in Halloween, True Lies, and more recently her Oscar-winning performance in Everything Everywhere All at Once, has not only cemented her place in Hollywood history, but has also emerged as a powerful advocate for acceptance and unconditional love. Her daughter, Ruby Guest, came out as transgender, sparking one of the most heartfelt examples of family support in the entertainment industry. When Ruby shared her truth, Jamie Lee Curtis responded with immediate and unwavering love. For Curtis, parenting has always meant standing by her children, giving them both love and fierce protection, regardless of societal pressures or criticism. She's been candid about how parenting isn't about imposing who you are, but about embracing them for who they are with an open heart. Her message was clear. Parental love must outweigh any outside negativity. Curtis's advocacy extended beyond her family. Realizing the impact of her public platform, she began to speak out strongly in support of the transgender community. Using her visibility to promote understanding and challenge misconceptions through interviews and public appearances, Curtis has consistently emphasized the importance of respect, dignity, and safety for transgender people, especially young people who often face discrimination and misunderstanding. Jamie Lee Curtis's devotion to her daughter and her broader advocacy efforts have had a profound impact. She has shown that parenting goes beyond personal support. It extends to public speaking, helping to shape a more inclusive society. Her story is a testament to the power of unconditional love and the positive ripple effects it can create, both within the family and around the world. And perhaps that is the core of Jamie Lee Curtis's legacy. Not just awards or fame, but the courage to love fully. In a world where judgment often obscures understanding, she reminds us that the truest strength is compassion. Through Ruby's journey and her mother's fierce devotion, we see what happens when love is chosen, every time. Shiloh Jolie-Pitt, the first biological child of Hollywood's power couple Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, has lived her entire life in the spotlight. From her earliest days, the world seemed fascinated by her every step. Yet instead of letting fame define her, Shiloh has quietly built a story of individuality, freedom, and self-expression. A journey that reflects both strength and grace, even under constant public attention. From a young age, Shiloh showed a strong sense of independence and authenticity. She often appeared in public wearing suits, sporting short hair, and carrying herself with confidence. Angelina once revealed that Shiloh preferred to be called John, and as a mother, she embraced that wholeheartedly. "My job as a parent," Jolie said, "is to let my children be who they are, not to make them become someone they're not." Angelina and Brad's approach was a powerful statement of love and modern parenting. They didn't make their child's identity a spectacle. Instead, they protected her privacy, supported her choices, and let her grow at her own pace, showing the world that acceptance begins at home. Though Shiloh has never publicly labeled herself, her story has resonated deeply around the world. She's become a quiet symbol of freedom and individuality, reminding everyone that being true to yourself isn't about labels, it's about honesty. Through her parents' unconditional love and her own quiet strength, Shiloh Jolie-Pitt has shown what it means to grow up with authenticity in a world that never stops watching. Her story is proof that when love leads, everything else falls into place, and that raising children to be themselves might just be the greatest act of courage of all. Born into one of Hollywood's most famous acting families, Alexis Arquette grew up surrounded by lights, cameras, and fame. The Arquette family, David, Patricia, Rosanna, and Richmond, has been a fixture in film and television for decades, celebrated for their creativity and boldness. From an early age, Alexis absorbed that artistic spirit, performing on stage and screen with the same fearless energy that ran through her family's veins. But beyond the spotlight, she carried something even more powerful, an unshakable commitment to her truth. While others saw glamour, Alexis saw an opportunity to use her visibility to express who she truly was. Her journey was never about attention, it was about honesty, about daring to live authentically in an industry that often demands conformity. That courage would later make her not just an artist, but a pioneer. Before transitioning, Alexis appeared in cult classics like Pulp Fiction and The Wedding Singer, proving herself as a talented and fearless performer. When she came out as transgender in the mid-2000s, long before mainstream Hollywood began embracing trans visibility, Alexis became one of the first high-profile figures to speak openly about her journey. She didn't wait for acceptance, she created it. Her family's response was one of unwavering love. Patricia Arquette often spoke publicly about her pride in Alexis, championing LGBTQ+ rights in her honor. Rosanna and David also expressed deep admiration for her courage, calling her a light who taught us to live with truth. The Arquettes didn't just stand by Alexis, they stood up for her, using their fame to amplify acceptance, compassion, and dignity for all. Even after her passing in 2016, Alexis's impact continues to shine. She paved the way for a new generation of trans actors and storytellers, breaking barriers and changing hearts along the way. Her legacy reminds Hollywood that visibility without humanity means nothing, and that every person's story, no matter how unconventional, deserves to be told with respect. Alexis Arquette's life was more than a story of fame. It was a story of bravery, authenticity, and love. Her courage inspired both her family and Hollywood to see that true strength lies in honesty. She showed that living your truth, even in the face of misunderstanding, can transform hearts and culture alike. And through the love of the Arquette family, we're reminded once again that acceptance at home can echo far beyond it, shaping a more compassionate world for everyone. There's something deeply moving about these stories, so different, yet all connected by one truth: love that never lets go. Behind every name, every headline, every proud moment, there's a quiet act of courage. A child who spoke their truth, a parent who chose love over fear. And in that choice, something beautiful happened. The world became just a little more kind. We often think of Hollywood as a place of red carpets and bright lights, but these families remind us that the real light isn't in fame, it's in understanding. It's in the small, powerful moments when a parent listens instead of judges, when a child is allowed to simply be who they are, and when love becomes louder than any prejudice. These journeys weren't easy. Acceptance never is. It asks for patience, humility, and the bravery to see life through someone else's eyes. But every time a family says, "I love you just as you are," the world shifts. A heart opens, a bridge is built. For parents watching, maybe these stories offer hope that it's never too late to understand. And for those still searching for acceptance, they remind us that being true to yourself is never something to hide. Because when you live honestly, you give others permission to do the same. Each story here, whether it's Zaya Wade, Chaz Bono, or Elliot Page, is more than a headline. It's a heartbeat. It's proof that authenticity can heal, inspire, and connect us all. Love like this changes everything. It challenges generations of silence. It teaches that family isn't about control, it's about care. It's about standing beside someone, even when the world doesn't understand. And maybe that's what makes these stories so powerful. They remind us that acceptance begins at home, that compassion can be learned, and that love, when it's real, never asks anyone to shrink themselves to fit in. Each of these families chose love, And that choice continues to echo far beyond their own homes. It travels through every heart, willing to listen, whispering the same truth again and again. Love wins. Always. In a world where fame often demands perfection, these brave souls chose truth. They showed us that love, true love, starts with acceptance, and that being yourself is never something to hide. If this video touches your heart, inspires you, or even makes you think differently, don't miss it. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with people who believe that authenticity is power. Thank you for watching, and until next time, be honest, be kind, and never stop being yourself.